We get to live once, but what we do lives forever. For more than 75 years, we have been partnering national growth in farming prosperity. Modern construction technology and safe rail mobility. Our purpose of bringing world's best to India and taking India's best to the world. Strengthened our existence with global technology partnerships. Yesterday's journey of Escorts stands evolved today. As we join hands with a global leader from the land of the rising sun. We are now Escorts Kubota Limited. Two legacies of over 100 years of technology excellence have come together to become one of the largest manufacturing hubs for global need in farm mechanization, urban construction and smart infrastructure. Inspired by the common drive for food security, we stand committed to spread prosperity and impact lives of millions in India and across the globe. With farm mechanization that is pioneering, practical and accessible across a wide network across more than 120 countries. Kubota's technology excellence and Escorts' frugal engineering will transform global agriculture with smart and productive farm solutions and spread farming prosperity.
Aligned to the purpose of spreading prosperity and impacting lives, I am proud that Escorts has taken the leap into the future and institutionalized Escorts Kubota Limited. The collaboration stands committed to providing advanced farm mechanization solutions to address global food security and enhance farm productivity needs. Together, we will leverage each other's strength, be it in technology, market access, both in India and globally. Manufacturing processes and engineering excellence to significantly enhance the value created for our stakeholders.
The combined entity and the larger collaboration will provide advanced farm mechanization solutions to address global food security and enhance farm productivity. We are extremely proud and excited to unite for the future as a one company, which will contribute to farming prosperity, smart and sustainable infrastructure in food, water, and environment care.
Welcome to a world of possibilities. Welcome to the future.
Welcome.
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 Welcome to the future.
Welcome to the future. We are
Escorts Kubota Limited.
We are Escorts Kubota Limited.
I am committed to.
I am committed to.
I am committed to.
I am committed to. I am committed to.
I am committed to.
We are committed to.
जो रोज सूरज की पहली किरण के साथ हर मुकाम को पूरा करने निकल जाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जिसकी बेजोड़ तकनीक के सामने हर मुश्किल रास्ता आसान बन जाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जिसकी बेमिसाल ताकत के आगे भारी से भारी बोझ हल्का नजर आता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जो तेज रफ्तार के साथ किफायत के जलवे से सबको चौंकाता है, घंटों का काम मिनटों में कराता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जो अपनी पावर का करिश्मा दिखाकर दूसरों की खुशियां बन जाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जो बिना थके दिन रात की मेहनत के बलबूते एक बेजान जमीन की सूरत बदलकर उसे खुशहाल बनाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। जो हर हाल में मंजिल और कामयाबी के शिखर पर पहुंच जाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। ढुलाई हो या खेती, हर काम में चैंपियन बन जाता है, वही तो ऑलराउंडर कहलाता है। फार्म ट्रैक 35 हर काम में है ऑलराउंडर। यूं ही नहीं, हॉलेज का मास्टर कहलाता हूं मैं। मुश्किल भरे रास्तों पर आसानी खोज लाता हूं मैं। चढ़ाई से नाता है पुराना मेरा, कठिन डगर पर आसानी से चढ़ जाता हूं मैं। मेरा दमदार इंजन देता है माइलेज सबसे ज्यादा। तभी तो आपके मुनाफे का सौदा कहलाता हूं मैं। भार कितना भी हो मेरी ट्रॉली पर, आगे से बिना उठे रफ्तार से मंजिल पर पहुंच जाता हूं मैं। कमाई का सबसे अच्छा स्रोत हूं मैं। कम रख रखाव में बेजोड़ और मजबूत माना जाता हूं मैं। इसलिए पावर ट्रैक हॉलेज का मास्टर कहलाता हूं मैं। पावर ट्रैक में है इजी स्टेयर, तेल में डूबे हुए ब्रेक्स, ड्यूरा क्लच, एंटी लिफ्ट टेक्नोलॉजी और साथ ही पावर ट्रैक का डीएनए यानी कम रख रखाव और ईंधन की भरपूर बचत। पावर ट्रैक हॉलेज का मास्टर।
Namaste and good afternoon. Dear shareholders, on behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire Escorts Kubota Group, I warmly welcome you all to the 77th Annual General Meeting of your company. As a requisite quorum being present through video conference for the AGM, now I begin the business of the meeting. This meeting is being held through video conference and through other audio-visual means and is in compliance with various circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken all feasible efforts under the present circumstances to ensure that the shareholders are provided an opportunity to participate in the annual general meeting and vote. The company has also provided a webcast facility to view this AGM live on the company website and social media channels. The Register of Directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholding and Register of Contracts and arrangements in which directors are interested are available for inspection of members electronically during this meeting. Taking the meeting forward, it is my pleasure to introduce our respected Board of Directors who are present and are joining through video conference. The names are in alphabetical order for my introduction today, starting with Dr. Sotanu Bihoria, Independent Director, Mr. Vimal Bhandari, Independent Director. Mr. Vimal Bhandari is the Chairman of Audit Committee and also the Chairman of Nomination, Remuneration and Compensation Committee of your company. Mr. Ravindra Chandra Bhargav, Independent Director. Ms. Tanya Dubash, Independent Director. Mr. Seiji Fukuoka, the Whole-Time Director and your Deputy Managing Director. Mr. Kamada, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Bharat Madan, Whole-Time Director and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, Independent Director. Ms. Reema Nanavati, Independent Director. Ms. Natasha Nanda, Whole-Time Director. Ms. Nanda is also the Chairperson of Corporate Social Responsibility Committee of your company. Mr. Harish N. Salve, Independent Director. Mr. Manish Sharma, Independent Director. Mr. Hardeep Singh, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Singh is also the Chairman of Stakeholders Relationship Committee of your company. Mr. Yuji Tomiyama, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Dai Watanabe, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. And Mr. Sheru Watanabe, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Toyofuku, who is an independent director, could not join the meeting due to some unavoidable circumstances. On behalf of all the shareholders, I want to thank our board members for their guidance and mentorship to me, to our board, to our executive team, and to your company. We are really blessed to have such a vibrant board. It is my pleasure to also welcome today and introduce Mr. Rupinder Singh Sodhi, the new board member who is present and is joining through video conference, whose appointment for approval of the members is being proposed in this meeting. His experience of having served as a managing director of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, as we know it well as Amul, will further add to the insightful deliberation to your board. We all have grown up with this brand Amul, the taste of India. One of our directors, Mr. Shailendra Agarwal, due to most unfortunate health condition, had to resign from the board in February 2023. Mr. Agarwal had joined the board in March 2019, and on behalf of all the shareholders and the board members, I wish him good health and speedy recovery. In addition, Dr. Satanu Bihoria's tenure as a director is coming to a full term in today's meeting. Dr. Bihoria had joined the board in January 2015, and his tenure has guided your company on various aspects of strategic growth initiatives made during these past years. I want to, on behalf of the board and on behalf of the shareholders, thank him for his support and wish him very well for his life ahead. Now I'd like to introduce our auditors who are also present in this AGM. Mr. Ashish Gupta, partner from Walker Chandiok and Company LLP, are statutory auditors. Mr. Gavish Oberoi, partner from E&Y, along with his team, as our internal auditors. Mr. Jayant Gupta, practicing company secretary, are secretarial auditors. And Ms. Sangeeta Karunakaram from Ramnath Iyer and Company, cost auditors of your company. I want to appreciate and thank our auditors for their active engagement with our company and to help us in building robust processes and reach governance benchmark, which is world-class. In the Q&A session at the end of today's AGM, you may please feel free to ask questions directly to our auditors. Let me also introduce our key executive leadership team members of your company. Mr. Harish Lal Chaldani, Chief Officer, Agri Machinery Business Division. Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj, Chief Officer, Construction Equipment Business. Mr. Ankur Dev, Chief Officer, Railway Equipment Division. Mr. Amit Singhal, Chief Officer, Human Resource and General Affairs Division. Mr. Sukathani, Chief Officer, Research and Development Division. Mr. Asano, Chief Officer, Operation Division. Mr. Yasu, Chief Officer, Corporate Planning Division. And Mr. Rio, Chief Officer, Quality Assurance Division. And Mr. Satyendra Chauhan, your company secretary, is also joined through video conference. I would now request Mr. Satyendra Chauhan, your company secretary, to take us through the general instructions pertaining to today's annual general meeting. Over to you, Satyendra.
Thank you, Mr. Nanda. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shareholder, as this meeting is held through video conference, I would like to mention few things. That every member joined is muted by default to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and ensure seamless conduct of the meeting. The company leadership speech for this AGM is pre-recorded. As the question and answer session start, the moderator will announce the name of person one by one. On calling the name, the speaker shareholder has to unmute himself or herself. If the speaker shareholder faces any connectivity issue, we will ask next registered shareholder to speak in turn, and the previous shareholder will be allowed to speak post all registered shareholders have finished asking questions. Also, members may post their query in the message box provided on their screen, and we shall appropriately respond post AGM. We at Escorts Kubota Limited are committed to answer all queries of the shareholders. The question which we may not be able to answer due to weak network connectivity on the part of shareholders or company, or for any other reason whatsoever, the shareholder can email their queries to the email address provided in the notice of AGM, and we will email the answers post the annual general meeting. The entire proceedings of this live meeting are being recorded. Now I request Chairman to address our shareholders.
Thank you, Satyendra. I'm sure shareholders, you have received the annual general report and have gone through the financial year end 31st March 2023. Now I would like you to all, through a pre-recorded message, see the message from myself and your Deputy Managing Director of the performance of your company for FY23, and also in this message a presentation, we will present to you about our medium-term business plan till FY28 and showcase to our shareholders about the growth aspiration that we have set forth for your company. Now over to the presentation. Moving on to the main speech. Dear shareholders, the global economy witnessed a broad-based slowdown in 2022, with inflation surging to a level not seen in several decades. Despite these challenges, there were some positive signs of recovery. Disruptions to supply chain, energy, and food markets are fading. Indian economy has shown resilience in the face of global economic headwinds and is expected to continue growing in coming years. As per the latest assessment by Reserve Bank of India, India's GDP growth for the year fiscal FY24 is projected at 6.5%. The government thrust on capital expenditure, moderation in commodity prices, and robust credit growth are expected to nurture investment activity. Whereas weak external demand, geo-economical fragmentation, and protracted geopolitical tension pose risk to the outlook. Talking about India opportunity, let me share what Morgan Stanley is predicting about India's journey in the next decade. First, the Indian population will touch 1.5 billion by 2030, which means growing demand for food. It also predicts 10% increase in average diet calories. Second, that India is estimated to have a surplus of 245 million skilled labor, which indicates that the world will invest in India and become a hub for the world markets. Indian domestic tractor market reached a new peak of 945,000 tractors last year and expected to cross 1 million mark in the near future. The union budget for the fiscal year FY24 is very positive towards rural and infrastructure segment. The INR 20 trillion agri-credit support towards the farm sector will generate long-term benefits. The tractor industry has also seen consistent growth in exports for the past 3 years, primarily due to products with contemporary technology and features at competitive pricing. India has the fourth largest railway system in the world. The Indian rail component industry is expected to grow at a healthy pace driven by the government's investments. The infrastructure requirement to bring the Indian economy in the top 3 economies will require large investments and thus also increasing the scope for construction and railway business at EKL. At Escorts Kubota, we take pride in actively contributing to India's growth journey. Our growth plans to leverage national and global opportunity are guided by 3 critical mission statements. First, sustainability. Second, contribution. And third, solution. The first is to work towards sustainable growth. Second, in contributing towards the living environment where people, especially farmers, women, and socially vulnerable can live comfortably. And the third, to work towards further mechanization and providing total solution to farmers. Now I will talk about business performance in FY23. We managed to grow our total consolidated income by 16.8% year-on-year at 8,710 crores, our highest ever. Margins, however, remained under pressure due to unprecedented level of inflation. we have managed to reduce the impact of inflation through better price discovery and cost-saving initiatives in the areas of material cost and fixed cost. Our consolidated EBITDA was at 778 crores. Our consolidated net profit stood at 637 crore after exceptional items of 53 crores. I'm happy to announce that the Board of Directors have recommended a total dividend of 70% per equity share. Other financial highlights can be seen on the screen. I'll give you a few seconds to go through the presentation on the screen of EPS, ROE and ROCE. Moving on to agri-machinery business, the revenue increased by 13.5%. Tractor sales stood at 103,290 tractors, representing 9.6% growth. Looking ahead, we expect demand momentum to continue with better crop prices, improved finance availability, and good water reservoir levels. Under PowerTrack brand, we launched products for growth in the haulage segment and higher productivity. Under FarmTrack, FarmTrack Hero was launched with 35 horsepower engine category to address the vacant 30-35 horsepower segment which was vacant earlier. This will ensure entry-level farmers also to get access to advanced technology and features of FarmTrack. Indian construction equipment industry registered overall growth on account of sharp rise in road and infrastructure construction activity across the country, driven by significant government spending and private sector programs. Construction equipment division revenue grew by 19.5% at 1,179 crores. Construction equipment volume rose by 12.2% to 4,620 units. Due to government's continued thrust on infrastructure projects, the demand for equipment in material handling as well as earth moving segment is expected to remain buoyant in FY24. In construction equipment business, we launched a new products in material handling and earth moving categories, as you can see on the screen. A separate vertical of earth moving machinery has been carved out to focus on the existing backhoe loader business and mini excavator from Kubota in smaller cities. Expansion of the common channel under this vertical will complement both product lines across our geographies. Our railway equipment business revenue went up by 32.3% to our ever highest revenue at 842 crores. Order book at the end of the year stood at healthy levels at 1,050 crores. Our growth trend is expected to continue considering our rigorous product development programs and government focus on infrastructure spend. In the railway business, we received the first ever purchase order for locomotive HVAC and Vande Bharat train brake system and damper and couplers. Our indigenously developed axle mounted disc brake system for LHB coaches has entered the field trial stage with Indian Railways. These would provide further impetus to the existing business growth. Going forward, FY24, for revenue growth, we have planned initiatives for market share improvement through retail focus, sharp product positioning, new product introduction, export growth, and digital push. On the cost front, rigorous saving initiatives for material cost, and fixed costs have started. With the softening of commodity prices and these initiatives, we look forward to gradual improvements in our margins. FY24 will be the first year of our medium-term business plan up to FY28. We will talk about mid-term business plan in later part of the speech. I am thankful to Kitao-san, the President and Representative Director, and Watanabe-san, Director and Executive Vice President of Kubota Corporation, for showing the trust in your company's vision, values, and philosophy of serving farming community and other customers in India and global markets. Kitao-san, through his video message, would like to share the long-term vision of Kubota becoming global major brand GMB 30 and vision for Escorts Kubota Limited to capitalize on global and local opportunities as well as contribute towards Kubota's vision.
Thank you everyone for your time today. This is Yuichi Kitao at Kubota Corporation. It has been more than a year since Escorts Limited became Escorts Kubota Limited. EKL is an important member of the Kubota family, and the success of EKL is closely linked to the mission of Kubota Corporation. For the past 133 years since foundation in 1890, Kubota, under the slogan "For Earth, for Life," has been providing solutions in the areas of food, water, and the environment. With the continually growing global population, which is currently at 8 billion, there are both challenges and opportunities for serving humanity. Kubota has a vision of GMB 2030, which means global major brand by becoming an essential innovator for supporting life. In the journey of becoming a truly global company, Kubota is working on the principle of global is local, local is global. India offers a great potential in the future of agriculture, and EKL has a very important role to play. Under the core belief of One Kubota, EKL will explore collaboration and create synergies within Kubota Group businesses in manufacturing, R&D, sales, and services. And thus, a mid-term business plan jointly prepared between EKL and Kubota Japan aims at India as a hub for manufacturing and R&D, while utilizing a Kubota global sales channel for taking India's product to the world. Going forward, we will work together with Escorts Kubota Limited to play a larger role in India and growth and creating value, both economic and social value for all the stakeholders. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kitao-san. To quote Mr. Gunshiro Kubota, founder of Kubota Corporation, quote, "For the prosperity of society, we need to put all our efforts into creation. Our products should not only be technically excellent, but also useful for the good and society," unquote. Philosophy given by Mr. H.P. Nanda, founder of Escorts, advocates bringing the world's best to India and taking India's best to the world to empower community and nation and spread prosperity. There is a commonality of a larger purpose between guiding philosophies of founders of Kubota and Escorts. I'm delighted to share that one of the most important milestones in our partnership has been completed in the form of Midterm Business Plan MTBP till FY28. Midterm Business Plan covers our overall goals, targets, and action plans for the period up to FY28. The plan reflects the ideology of our founder's vision to bring the world's best to India, which is Kubota's technology, quality, and processes, and offering India's best in terms of Escorts' frugal engineering, agility, and speed to the world through Kubota's global presence. The plan has been jointly created between Escorts Kubota and Kubota Japan, keeping in view our leadership aspiration and to establish India a strategic hub for manufacturing and research and development. The plan is aligned with Kubota's aspiration of becoming a global major brand. In order to capitalize on the opportunities, our focus and actions will revolve around 6 imperatives. First, we aspire our revenue to grow 2.5 times from both the Indian and global markets. Second, we will invest in creating a global research and development center and create abilities to design and produce innovative products. Third, we will also create a shared service center within research and development to support Kubota's global needs such as digital transformation, research and development design support, engineering support, and other innovative project partnerships. Fourth, we will leverage our channel strength both in the domestic and global market to reach aspiration for growth. Fifth, we will align our manufacturing with Kubota's manufacturing standards and excellence by implementing Kubota production system. And the last, sixth, we will focus on profitable growth, work towards EBITDA targets, and be mindful around return on investment and creating shareholder wealth. Now I request Fukaoka-san, our Deputy Managing Director, to walk you through details of our midterm business plan. Over to you, Fukaoka-san.
Thank you, Nanda-san. Good afternoon. Now, please let me take you through 5 concepts which we have identified to achieve our vision. 1. Expansion of existing business. 2. Investment in R&D and innovation. 3. Manufacturing and sourcing. 4. Quality assurance. 5. An engaging, motivating, and progressive corporate culture. We will significantly enhance the product variety and launch jointly developed products for all the brands Farm Truck, Power Truck, and Kubota. For the sales channel, we will be introducing Kubota's customer-oriented sales policies and practices in India and global markets. In addition, we will enhance our retail finance and training systems. For exports, we will work closely with Kubota Group companies to supply made-in-India products to the world with competitive price and quality for leadership position in India-led exports. Along with joint development with EKL and Kubota, we shall also expand the scope of R&D by opening shared services for Kubota Group. Furthermore, we will promote open innovation through Rajan Nanda Innovation Lab for speeding up collaboration with startups and academia, like what Kubota is doing in Japan, US, and Europe. We would like to make ourselves a base to make India's excellent technology into products and deliver to the global market. In manufacturing and sourcing, we will reorganize manufacturing infrastructure and establish greenfield facility for capacity and business expansion. We plan to set up modern engine manufacturing facility. This helps us to become a global hub for affordable manufacturing while ensuring emission standards. Also, through adopting Kubota production system and digital transformation initiatives, we will realize more efficient and stable quality. We will establish a company-level quality assurance system and its standard workflow to enhance product competitiveness. We aim to create a common corporate culture with Kubota based on its philosophy of on your side. In a single word, on your side means altruism, selfless concern for the well-being of others. The philosophy asks us to respect our colleagues irrespective of their level, gender, and area of work. It also means to treat our suppliers and dealers as equal partners to achieve our goals. Now, I will request Nanda-san to explain how we are preparing for the next phase of growth.
Thank you, Fukuoka-san. To become the total solution provider to solve the issues of society and creating a sustainable world, our aspiration will need significant enablers. We are well equipped to cater to various customer segments with our well differentiated brand strategy. Kubota range will offer premium products for enhanced customer experience. Farm Track range will cater to customer seeking productivity and power for advanced equipment. And Power Track range will address the mass customer segment requiring fuel efficiency and total cost of ownership. We plan to realize EKL's expanded vision of tractor implements, total solution through smart farm implements. In addition to tractors, we will expand the product offering such as combined harvesters, rice transplanters, and other implements from Kubota to expand our business significantly. Our digital strategy has three-pronged approach: communicate, connect, and community building. Our digital initiatives for enhanced brand awareness, digital lead generations, digital dashboards to track coverage and performance gaps, and manufacturing excellence will improve sales and optimize cost. We are committed to offer product range which enhances customer experience. We are preparing to launch a new World Mac series, Farm Track, which will help us reposition ourselves in the 50 horsepower and above in the premium segment, as you can see on the screen. With this series, we are also introducing a completely new range of transmissions which are suitable for emerging applications, which offer better productivity and fuel efficiency. This will be the first major new product launch with Kubota's involvement. Now I will request Fukaoka-san to explain market expansion and manufacturing initiatives.
Thank you, Nanda-san. We are continuously expanding our reach and coverage for leveraging opportunities across strong and opportunity markets. We have increased our dealer base from 1,100 in FY22 to more than 1,200 in FY23. We have been steadily growing our exports with introduction of new products and opening new markets. EKL has taken lead in introducing Stage 5 and Tier 4 compliant products for the European and American markets, strengthening EKL resolves to build quality products complying with strict global emission standards. EKL has pioneered the development and export of electric tractors from India to developed markets of USA and Europe. We take pride in Escorts Kubota becoming the first Indian manufacturer to receive European Union Stage 5 emission certification for our in-house 90 to 110 horsepower engine tractors under the farm truck range. Driven by our commitment to delivering high-quality products, optimizing costs, and ensuring sustainable growth, we have our focus on plant improvements using Kubota production system as a tool, and investments in new facilities for capacity expansion and technological upgradation. To support our volume growth, we have planned significant investments in smart facilities and technologies. A cornerstone of our manufacturing excellence is our commitment to Kaizen and innovation. Now, I will request Nanda-san to take up next part of the speech.
Thank you, Fukaoka-san. Our capital allocation strategy ensures a balanced approach to fueling growth while maintaining financial discipline. We look forward to selectively allocate more capital for setting up a greenfield facility, introduction of new products, innovation, and technology. Cultivating a cohesive and people-centric work environment lies at the core of our organization. Our culture focuses on performance, diversity, and process efficiency. To optimize our operations, we have implemented a lean and agile structure for speed in decision making and responding to customer needs. We have embraced digital transformation to enhance our HR processes, leading to increase on efficiency and enhance employee experience. To stay competitive, we focus on nurturing and developing young and diverse talent for navigating today's challenge and shaping our future. At Escorts Kubota Limited, we are fully committed to ESG, aligning with Kubota's corporation ESG vision and management policy. At Escorts Kubota Limited, we are committed to becoming carbon neutral by 2050, actively reducing our environment impact and promoting resource recycling. In line with this target, by 2030, we aim to reduce CO2 emissions by 25% from base year of 2023. In addition, we are committed to zero waste to landfill by 2026 and water positive by 2030. Our CSR initiatives are aimed at creating a positive impact on local communities and promoting their overall well-being. We support several projects in the areas of healthcare, training, skill development, and environment protection. Over the years, we have maintained an optimal capital structure that allows us to capitalize on emerging opportunities. The company maintains a healthy liquidity position. The company's long-term financial rating has been reaffirmed at AA+ with stable outlook, and we are just one notch lower than the highest rating of AAA. Our partnership positions us uniquely to capitalize on the growth trends to deliver long-term value to our stakeholders and contribute significantly to India's growth story. As we move forward, we will stay focused on operational excellence, cost management, and leveraging our partnership to seize growth opportunities. By investing in research and development, embracing digital transformation, and fostering a culture of innovation, we aim to be at the forefront of technological advancement in the industry. I am thankful to all our customers who have supported our brand and given us an opportunity to serve them. We will continue to serve our customers to create benchmarks of customer experience. As I conclude, I would like to thank our board of directors whose continued guidance and encouragement has played a pivotal role in growth of your company. I also extend my gratitude to all the stakeholders of your company, shareholders, dealer partners, suppliers who stood by us in our growth journey. I also thank our employees and employee union representatives in all plants and offices who have embraced culture of on your side for supporting our customers and society at large. Thank you, and we look forward to shaping a better tomorrow at Escorts Kubota Limited together. Now, after the comprehensive update on the company's performance and the midterm business plan, I would like to move on to the other statutory proceedings. As a notice is already circulated to all the members, I take the notice of the AGM as read. Before we put the proposed resolution to vote at this meeting, I would like to invite the registered speakers one by one who can ask their questions by unmuting themselves. In order to accommodate maximum numbers of speakers, I request you to be brief and refrain from repeating of points already put forth by other members. Request all shareholders to ask their questions, and I will, at the end, will answer all together. So now over to the moderator to take the questions. Moderator, over to you.
Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chairman will now take your questions. I request our first speaker shareholder, Mr. Yashpal Chopra, to unmute your audio, switch on your video as you may desire, and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes. Thank you. Sir, kindly unmute and ask your question. We're experiencing some technical challenges with Mr. Yashpal Chopra. So we move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Rajendra Jamnadas Sheth. Sir, we kindly request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your comments to 2 minutes. Kindly unmute and ask your question.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
We are able.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So myself, Yashpal Chopra, shareholder of the company for the last 45 years. I am an associate shareholder of the company for the last 45 years, since 1975. So, sir, I am very, very much.
Nine. Okay.
Sir, kindly go ahead and ask your question.
Give us a minute. I think the technical team is trying to get the shareholders back to ask their question.
Requesting you, Mr. Rajendra Jamnadash Seth. We have placed you in the meeting.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, you are audible, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
हेलो आवाज आ रहा है सर
हाँ जी, आवाज आ रहा है आपका. पूछिए अपना सवाल.
हेलो
आपकी आवाज आ रही है. आप अपना सवाल पूछ सकते हैं.
हाँ हाँ, मैं ट्रैवलिंग कर रहा हूँ सर. मेरे को एस्कॉर्ट कंपनी के ऊपर पूरा भरोसा है. मैं भी बहुत जुना शेयर होल्डर हूँ और हमारी कंपनी ने बहुत सिद्धि हासिल की है सर. और भी हमारा ग्रोथ बढ़ेगा नंदा जी. आपके नेतृत्व के नीचे हमको पूरा भरोसा है सर. खाली एक ही क्वेश्चन था कि जब भी कुछ उधर बाहर आई है तो हमारे प्लांट में कुछ नुकसान हुआ है कि नहीं, वो जरा बताइए सर. और अभी हम लोग गुजरात में हमारा ट्रैक्टर का, हमारी कंपनी का ट्रैक्टर का मतलब कम दिखाई दे रहा है सर. तो वो साइड अपना धंधा बिजनेस बढ़ाएंगे कि कैसे करेंगे, वो जरा बताइए सर. बाकी सब रिजोल्यूशन में पूरा पूरा सपोर्ट और हार्दिक शुभेच्छा है. खाली एक ही छोटा श्लोक बोल के मैं मेरी वाणी को विराम करूंगा सर. खाली एक ही छोटा श्लोक नंदा जी. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शांति रूपे नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. धन्यवाद. आपने सब कुछ अच्छी तरह कंपनी के बारे में समझाया. आपका आभार. और सेक्रेटरी टीम ने भी बहुत अच्छा काम किया है, उसको भी धन्यवाद देता हूँ. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.
शुक्रिया. और मैं अंत में आपके सवाल का आंसर जरूर दूंगा. आप अपने सफ़र में आप सेफ रहिए. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. मॉडरेटर, बैक टू यू.
Thank you, Mr. Sheth, for your kind words. We now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Tony Bhatia. Sir, we request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video, and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Sir, am I audible? Sir, मेरा आवाज आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Mr. Bhatia, we can hear you. जी, आपकी आवाज आ रही है. आप आगे पूछिए अपना सवाल.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, respected chairman. Respected chairman, Deputy MD Sahab, our Japanese director, eminent board of directors, and my co-friends. Sir, सबसे पहले I am thankful you gave us such a beautiful chairman speech. उस आपने your good self and our respected Deputy MD, our Japanese director, you gave us such a beautiful chairman speech. Our company have got a very, very bright future. मैं इसके लिए आपका, पूरे बोर्ड का, जापानीज का और सभी एम्प्लॉइज का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं कि जो इस कंपनी को उन्होंने कहां से कहां पे ले गए. हमारे कुबोटा कॉर्पोरेशन जापान वालों की भी इसमें काफी अहम रोल है. मैं उनकी भी तारीफ करूंगा, कुबोटा कॉर्पोरेशन जापान की. आई एम कमिंग टू द accounts section. Sir, revenue from operations 8,625.51 crores against 7,365.70 crores. Profit from operative 1,060.98 crores. Profit before tax 80.13. Net profit, sir, net profit, और जब मैं इसको देखता हूँ profit before tax को, they are slightly lower than compared to last year, my respected chairman. Anyhow, I have full faith in the company, in Kubota Corporation Japan. I have full faith, no doubt about it. डिविडेंड यू गेव अस 70%, 7 रुपीज डिविडेंड, है गुड डिविडेंड। इसके लिए मैं चेयरमैन साहब आपके पूरे बोर्ड का, सभी एम्प्लॉइज का आभारी हूं। ग्रीन फील्ड के ऊपर आपने बताया, जैसे एनवायरमेंट प्रोटेक्शन पे आपने काफी ध्यान दिया, ये एक अहम रोल है आप लोगों का, इसमें मैं आपकी तारीफ करूंगा। आज ग्रीन फील्ड में विद ग्रीन बिल्डिंग सर्टिफिकेशन के अंदर आपने काफी अहम रोल निभाया। एक्सपोर्ट्स के अंदर, आई एम कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, एक्सपोर्ट्स में आपने कई नई कंट्रीज में अपनी मार्केट कैप्चर की है। मैं इसमें आपका, जापानीज का बहुत आभारी हूं कि आपने फॉरेन एक्सचेंज आप कंट्री के लिए अर्न कर रहे हैं, जिसकी आज नेशन को सख्त जरूरत है, और उसमें आप अहम रोल निभा रहे हैं मिस्टर चेयरमैन। एक्सपोर्ट्स के अंदर क्वालिटी, सर, in this regard I will say our quality is second to none, but never compromise on quality, my respected chairman, my respected deputy MD Kubota Corporation, never compromise on quality. Corporate governance you have shown in such a good manner. For this credit goes to our Bharat Madan ji, CFO and company secretary Mr. Chauhan. CSR activities पे आपने काफी ध्यान दिया, मैं इसमें भी आपकी तारीफ करूंगा सर। Yes, only I will take only 2 minutes more, Mr. Respected Chairman. Once again, Chairman साहब, एक बार फिर मैं आपका, पूरे बोर्ड का, our Japanese friends कुबोटा कॉर्पोरेशन का और स्टाफ एट ऑल लेवल सभी का आभारी हूं, जिन्होंने इस कंपनी को कहां से कहां पहुंचाया है। एंड आई एम 100% श्योर विद गॉड ग्रेस आवर कंपनी हैव गॉट ए वेरी वेरी ब्राइट फ्यूचर। विद दिस वर्ड्स आई सपोर्ट एंड सेकंडेड द बैलेंस शीट। गॉड ब्लेस यू मिस्टर चेयरमैन। थैंक यू सर।
शुक्रिया सर, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony Bhatia, for your kind words and feedback.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Jasmeet Singh. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. We request you to restrict your questions to 2 minutes only. Sir, kindly unmute.
Yeah, am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Actually, 2 minutes are also is actually more than enough for me. So let me cut short and start my note. Respected Chairman Nikhil Nandaji, ED Natasha Nandaji, Japanese promoter Tommy-san, Fukua-san, Toyo-san, Board of Directors, key personals, and everyone attending this virtual AGM, very good afternoon to you all. Chairman sir, thank you for sharing with us a detailed presentation, giving very transparent report. This reinforces the ethics and legacy of our founder, Chairman Shri H.P. Nandaji, on which the company has been continuously working relentlessly. Given the future plans as shared by you and the initiatives being taken by our company, I see a very bright future. So, Chairman sir, I have a couple of observations. Number one, given the unforeseen floods in different states, especially in Punjab, may I request the management to consider rehabilitating and helping the farmers and help them stand on their feet again. Perhaps there is a requirement to spend even more than the CSR suggested limits. This may be taken on record because you see, it is the farmers who actually provide us business. So this may be considered as a, in all the spirits that we should help them in this hour of grief. Second, sir, while as far as the business is concerned, the management team is absolutely focused on how to grow, and I have nothing to ask you. My only consideration is that please continue to work towards your 3 principles which you have shared: sustainability, contribution to the society, and the last one also. With these words, I just want to thank you everyone for connecting me and interact with you today. Thank you once again. Namaskar.
Thank you. We very much appreciate your good wishes and your questions, and I will answer towards the end. But thank you for participating. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta. Sir, kindly unmute your audio. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I have joined this meeting from my residence, Kolkata. Can you hear me now? Hello?
You very well. Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
But I can't see you, Chairman. Now I can see you. So I am very happy to see the performance of the company. Sir, first lot of opportunity to start in eastern region or northeast, sir, because both are growing. And I thanks to the company secretary and his team for help us to join this meeting through VC, especially Mr. Aman and Mr. Kishan Sahai. And sir, have you any plan to split of shares for either 5:1 or 10:1 to increase the liquidity and the market capitalization? Sir, you are smiling, then we can think that company will smile and investors will smile. So smile should be there, sir. And what's your future plan? And is there any impact on our company of war impact, direct or indirect, on our company? And I'm very thankful to our partner country, Japan, because Japan is very faithful country for India. Because our beloved Prime Minister is also totally depends on Japan in some technology. So they always support to India. So we believe that Kubota will give their technology continue to Escorts. And sir, I always remember your late beloved grandfather, Hari Prakash Ji Nanda, and your beloved father, Rajan Nanda. Because I've got a chance to attend. Sir, I will take 1 minute, 3 minutes to because I've attended one AGM in the leadership of your great beloved grandfather at Subroto Park. And that meeting was very stormy in early 90s. But that great man has asked, when I've told him that I'm from Calcutta, he told me that, okay, I welcome you, Manoj. You have come to from Delhi from Calcutta to attend our meeting. At that time, your registered office was in Connaught Place. So that man was founded, and we are getting fruit today, which he has founded the tree in 1944. So that we are getting return on his hard efforts. So we always remember him, and we believe that we can't forget his contribution and in our life. Sir, what's your plan for railway is expanding metro and Vande Bharat. So have you launched any new technology to supply some parts of coaches or anything to railway for Vande Bharat and metro, sir? And expansion, you have already R&D, sir, infuse some more fund for R&D. R&D is a backbone of the company. If you will progress R&D, then you will get more fruitful result in future, and you will get more order and book value. And total saving on VC meeting, sir, how much you save, the total saving on VC meeting?
30
And sir,
seconds.
any plan for greenfield project on and export, how much your export? And your credit rating is double A plus, when this will be 3A plus? I believe that within 2 years it will be 3A plus. And sir, I have a plan to come to Faridabad, my residence in I want to meet you for 1 minute in my visit to Faridabad, sir. Thank you, with a strong support to all the resolutions to you and your company, sir. Thank you.
For your question and for participation, and we look forward if you come to Faridabad. We are more than happy to meet you. I will answer your question towards the end. Thank you very much. Moderator, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words and observations. We now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Ravi Shankar Kapoor. Sir, kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video as you may desire, and ask your question. Kindly.
चेयरमैन साहब, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
जी आ रही है आपकी आवाज, बिल्कुल।
सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको 77 एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग की शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। रिस्पेक्टेड चेयरमैन साहब, आपके बोर्ड के अंदर एक से एक हीरा, एक से एक नगीना है, इसलिए आज हमारी कंपनी लाइफ टाइम ऊंचाई पे शेयर प्राइस है, लाइफ टाइम ऊंचाई पे डिविडेंड है, लाइफ टाइम ऊंचाई पे प्रॉफिट है। ये सब बड़े बुजुर्गों का आशीर्वाद है। आपको याद होगा जब हमारा शेयर 200 रुपए था और हम पंचकुला में थे, तो मैंने कहा सर आप आगे हैं और अब ये कंपनी बहुत ऊंची जाएगी। मैं तो बहुत एक गरीब आदमी था, मगर राजन नंदा साहब, श्री राजन नंदा जी जो चेयरमैन थे, फाउंडर चेयरमैन एचपी नंदा जी भी बहुत प्यार करते थे, मगर आपके फादर ने जो मुझे इज्जत प्यार दिया, उसका एहसान मैं जिंदगी में नहीं भूल सकता। सर, कंपनी की जो वर्किंग है, सारा शेयर डिपार्टमेंट बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है। मैं कंपनी के हर एम्प्लॉइज को बहुत बहुत सलूट करता हूं, जिनकी कड़ी मेहनत से आज एस्कॉर्ट इतनी ऊंचाई पे पहुंचा है। और मैं ये भी कहूंगा, क्योंकि जापान हमारा भारत का एक अच्छा दोस्त है, जापान कंट्री, और मैंने पहले भी जापान के प्रधानमंत्री जी को 2-3 बार लेटर भी लिखा और उनको शुभकामनाएं दी। उन्होंने मेरा जवाब भी दिया एक और कंपनी में। तो मैं यही कहूंगा कि कुबोटा कॉर्पोरेशन को भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ, जिन्होंने भारत जैसे एक कंपनी में, क्योंकि बाहर के लोग भारत में आते पहले घबराते थे, जिन्होंने एस्कॉर्ट पे इतना बड़ा विश्वास किया, आज उनकी रकम कई गुना हो गई। इतना रिटर्न उनको वर्ल्ड में कहीं नहीं मिल सकता जो रिटर्न उनको यहाँ मिल रहा है। मैं ये भी कहूंगा चेयरमैन साहब कि जितनी भी कंपनी मेहनत कर रही है, उस हिसाब से अभी एक इसके अंदर आपके पापा कहते थे, जितना मर्जी कर लो कसर तो रह ही जाती है। मुझे वो वर्ड हमेशा याद रहते हैं सोते जाते। मैं आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि आपने अगर कंपनी को ऊंचाई पे और ले जाना, कंपनी का शेयर आने वाले 5 साल में, क्योंकि पिछले 5 साल में जो रिटर्न हमारी कंपनी ने दिया है और किसी कंपनी ने इतना रिटर्न नहीं दिया, आने वाले 5 साल में हमारा शेयर कम से कम अगर 5 गुना नहीं होता तो 2 गुना 3 गुना तो जरूर हो जाएगा। आप एक FI कॉन्फ्रेंस करें, FI विजिट होगी, FI कॉन्फ्रेंस होगी। मैं एक कंपनी का नाम लेना नहीं चाहता, उनका शेयर प्राइस 50-60 रुपए था, उनका शेयर प्राइस 2000 रुपया हुआ, क्योंकि FI को पता चलेगा कि आपके पास कितनी लेबर है, कितना प्रोडक्शन है, कितने असेट्स हैं, कितनी कंपनी के अंदर बड़े बड़े इंजीनियर हैं, कितना बोर्ड बोर्ड कितना बोर्ड के अंदर क्या नाम है पैसा लगाया कुबोटा कॉर्पोरेशन। उस मीटिंग के बाद हमारी कंपनी में बहुत पूरे हर आदमी दौड़ दौड़ के भागेगा, मुझे स्कोर लेना है, मुझे स्कोर लेना है, क्योंकि कंपनी का जब अच्छा समय तो बहुत अच्छा है, आज इससे 10 गुना अच्छा देखना चाहता हूँ जीते जी। यही मेरी तमन्ना, यही मेरी शुभकामना है। और जाते जाते मैं सिर्फ 1-2 लफ्ज कहूंगा, यूं तो है आसमां में करोड़ों सितारे, यूं तो है आसमां में लाखों करोड़ों सितारे, पर जमी पे एक है निखिल हमारा। नमस्कार सर, नमस्कार।
आपके आशीर्वाद के लिए और आपके भरोसे के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू। आप खुश रहिए और आप सेफ रहिए।
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Praveen Kumar. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. We request you to restrict your question to 2 minutes.
Hello, I am audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
We are very much audible, Ji. Please go ahead.
Sir, first of all, a very, very good afternoon, respectable chairperson, respectable MD, respectable joint MD, and well-decorated esteemed of board of director and my co-fellow shareholder who joined this meeting online. Sir, myself, Praveen Kumar, joining this meeting from New Delhi. I have few observations which I love to share with the house. Sir, fantabulous presentation, 45 minutes, spellbound, fantabulous. That really shows the synergy between Escort expertise for more than 4 decades and Kubota Corporation is fantabulous, excellent, par excellent, sir. Sir, I am part of our company for more than 2 decades, and the investor-friendly approach for our, Rajananda ji, I really salute. And sir, I supported all the resolution, Nikhil ji, which you set up for the notice today. And sir, for me as a retail investor, I think it is very, very privileged to be part of such an interesting story, such a legacy, sir. Escort, the name to reckon with, sir. Sir, as per your presentation, that the positive mind of both the corporation will bring India to the world map, a hub for export to Europe and America. I mean, that's the proud moment for all of us, sir. Sir, one more thing which I love to add here is a special mention. When our price is quoting around 4-figure all-time high, I love to mention a special mention of respected Bharat Madan ji, Vineet Dixit ji. They are the pillar of our company. And sir, as far as the retail investor is concerned, the higher standard of corporate governance our company follow, respected Satinder Chauhan ji, Vicky Chauhan ji, Sri Krishna ji, they are doing fantabulous job, Aman ji. So sir, I just pray to the God that he will bless our respected chairperson, our Japanese delegation, so that you will strongly take our company to the newer height in the future, sir. Our future is very, very bright. A small request, sir, on behalf of all the shareholders, that, sir, in the month of November, please make sure that we have to have a factory
Sir,
visit, sir.
kindly wrap up your question in the next 30 seconds. Thank you.
What kind of change Kubota bring to our family, sir? Baki, thank you very much
Mr.
for
Mr.
providing
Kumar,
me this platform to share.
Mr. Kumar, can you repeat what did you request for November? Your voice, I couldn't understand that. What is your request for November?
Sir, I love to request it, a request to the management that please make a arrangement for the shareholder, the speaker shareholder, for a factory visit in the month of November, so that at least during Diwali we will see that our partner, the synergy between Escort and Kubota Corporation, what they bring, very, very positive, the world-class R&D in our plant, sir, in Faridabad, so that we will love to visit. Make sure, sir, you will allow us to have a factory visit in the month of November. I'm very, very delighted to be part of such tour, sir, and I'm very, very thankful.
Thank you. We appreciate, and we will. I will answer towards the end. But thank you for your request, and thank you for your participation today. Thank you, and be safe. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Bhutani. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video, and ask your question. We request you to restrict.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Mr. Bhutani. Please go ahead.
Thanks for giving me opportunity. A big thanks to the management team and the CS for well prepared annual report, which has all the information in a very lucid and transparent manner about the company. Respected CMD sir, Nikhil Nanda ji, और Deputy MD श्री फुकोका जी, आप दोनों की 40 मिनट की स्पीच में बहुत डिटेल में आपने जो अपना फ्यूचर प्लान, टर्म प्लान, स्ट्रेटजी, एक्शन प्लान और कंपनी की स्थिति और भावी कदमों के बारे में बहुत अच्छे से आप दोनों ने कंपनी के आगे रखा है। मैं ये समझता हूं ये बहुत ही अच्छा है। बहुत कम कंपनियों में इस तरह का मौका मिलता है जहां सीएमडी और डिप्टी एमडी अपनी बात को मैनेजमेंट के आगे और शेयर होल्डर के आगे अपना विजन, अपना काम रखते हैं। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, 2020 में कंपनी ने के साथ जो कुबोटा का स्टार्टिंग जर्नी हुई, पार्टनरशिप स्टार्ट हुई और एक अच्छे रूप के रूप में, एक अच्छी मजबूत स्थिति में जापान इंडिया का जो एक जो तालमेल है जुड़ के सामने आया है। हमने देखा है ना केवल जापान एक इस हमारे कोर बिजनेस में, बल्कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मीडियम कार में हम देखते हैं सुजुकी साहब और भी अन्य क्षेत्रों में जापान अपना पूरा साथ देता है और इंडिया जो है रेड कारपेट बिछाकर जापान का स्वागत करता है, क्योंकि ये कंट्री एक होनेस्ट कंट्री है, सिंसियर कंट्री है और अपनी बात को अच्छे से रखकर अपनी बात को पूरा रखती है। चेयरमैन साहब, मेरे स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि एनुअल रिपोर्ट में ऐसा कुछ है नहीं जिसपे हम कोई ऑब्जेक्शन या कोई क्वेरी बनाए। सिंपल चीज मैं जानना चाहता हूं चेयरमैन सर, आपने जैसे कि 22-23 की जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट है, हम देख रहे हैं कि हमारी जो टोटल जो है इनकम आई है 8,709 करोड़ की, EBITDA 777 करोड़, 21.9% की ग्रोथ ईयर टू ईयर, और प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स 636 करोड़, 13.5% की ग्रोथ, अर्निंग पर शेयर 58.85 और रिटर्न ऑन कैपिटल एम्प्लॉयड में 10.99% की ग्रोथ। चेयरमैन सर, आप 23-24 में जहां पे हम हैं, फर्स्ट क्वार्टर हमारा खत्म हो चुका है, 3 क्वार्टर में आप इस ग्रोथ को आगे कितना बढ़ाएंगे, कितना सामने आपको लगती है वो जानना चाहेंगे। और सेकंड सर, व्हाट अबाउट योर प्लान टू टेप द नेबरिंग मार्केट ऑफ बांग्लादेश, भूटान, श्रीलंका, नेपाल and other Russian country, others countries, sir.
Sir, we request you to wrap up your question in the next 30 seconds. Thank you so much.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Sir, what is your breakup of your institutional, domestic, and other overseas market sale? And sir, और हम क्या कहें? कहते हैं कि मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती हैं जिनके इरादों में जान होती है, जो पंखों से नहीं बुलंद हौसलों से उड़ान भरते हैं। निखिल जी, आपकी उड़ान एक अच्छी पहचान कंपनी को देगी, मिलेगी, 100% मिलेगी, क्योंकि कंपनी OTT के जो प्रिंसिपल हैं, जो आपके फादर साहब ने रखा कि ओपननेस, ट्रांसपेरेंसी, टीम, ये जो
Sincere apologies, sir. We will now have to move on to our next speaker,
Thank you,
shareholders.
Mr. Bhutani, for your question, and I will answer it towards the end. And also, I believe you have sent us an email, and it's duly noted, and I will be responding on each of your points. Thank you for your participation. Back to you, moderator.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker, shareholder, Mr. Ram Chandra Singh. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video, and ask your question.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and fellow shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. My name is Ramchandra Singh from Delhi. Sir, first of all, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to express my views on this platform. Sir, company is doing extremely well, as it is reflecting in our share price, and the credit goes to you and all the employees of the company. Sir, as far as the agenda of this AGM is concerned, I support all the resolutions. Sir, actually, I'm facing an issue which I want to bring to your notice from this platform. Sir, actually, I'm holding shares of this company for last 30 years, and recently my one physical folio was transferred to IPF without any intimation to me. And however, I have submitted my claim for the same to the IPF authority in March 2020. On 14th July 2021, my request was approved by the IPF, and I had received my dividend amount into my bank account. But sir, till date, I have not received my shares into my demat account. Regarding this, I wrote to the IPF authority many times, but there is no response from them. And hence, I also requested our company secretary and his team to do the needful, but they had also told me to contact the IPF only. सर, क्या शेयर IPF में ट्रांसफर करने के बाद कंपनी की कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी खत्म हो जाती है क्या? Sir, please, from this platform, I request you to kindly look into it and instruct your secretarial department to coordinate with the IPF so that my this issue get resolved. Secondly, sir, I have two things for your consideration. That you have given last bonus in 1987. Hence, a bonus is due, sir. So kindly consider it. And as my other speaker has said, that kindly consider a factory visit for shareholders on weekend, so that we can also see how our company is working behind the scenes. And in the end, I wish a bright future for the company and a great health to all of you. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your participation and thank you for your questions. Your concerns are duly noted, and I will answer your question towards the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker shareholders are Ms. Savita Rani and Mr. Gagan Kumar. Sir, madam, we request you to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes only.
Yeah, only 1 minute is enough for me. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Board of Director and fellow shareholders. Myself, Gagan Kumar, I am joining this meeting from Delhi. सर, काफी लंबे अरसे से अपनी कंपनी से जुड़े हुए हैं और हेल्दी डिविडेंड शेयर का रेट अगर आज हम देखें तो आज अपना 52 वीक हाई जो है आज नया बनाया शेयर ने 2358 का। तो एजीएम के दिन हमारी कंपनी का शेयर भी काफी अच्छा ट्रेड हुआ। सर, सिर्फ एक क्वेरी है मेरी कि कितने शेयर्स हमारे इस फाइनेंशियल ईयर में आईईपीएफ में ट्रांसफर हुए हैं सर, इस बारे में थोड़ा सा मुझे जानकारी दीजिएगा।
और उसके रिगार्डिंग जैसे अभी एक प्रवक्ता ने पहले भी बोला कि उसको जाने के बाद क्या कंपनी की तरफ से कुछ सपोर्ट रहती है या नहीं रहती है, इस बारे में थोड़ा सा जरूर बताइएगा। सेकेंड थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क सर कि हमारी कंपनी ने सीएसआर एक्टिविटीज में अच्छा किया ही है, हमेशा से किया है, तो मिसिंग क्या है? मिसिंग है सर कुछ, जो मिसिंग है उसके जो हम मिस कर रहे हैं आपसे रूबरू मिलना, वो फिजिकल एजीएम जिसमें हम लोग आपसे रूबरू होते थे, साल में एक बार हमें मिलने का मौका मिलता था आपसे। तो अगर हो सके तो फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट ईयर ऑनवर्ड कैन वी मीट इन पर्सन और वी गो थ्रू अ हाइब्रिड मीटिंग whichever suits you. And at the end, I would like to thank our CS, Mr. Vinod Dixit, for done a fantabulous job and always there for shareholders. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your participation and thank you for your question. Your points are duly noted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Aspi Besania and Mr. Ashok Kumar Jain, are not present in the meeting. Hence, we now move forward to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Manjeet Singh. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. We request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes. Yes, sir. Sir, your voice is not very clear. हाँ जी सर।
हाँ जी, एस्कॉर्ट्स कोबोटा लिमिटेड की मैनेजमेंट टीम और सेक्रेटरी टीम का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। और हमारा नाम हमेशा ही ट्रैक्टर इंडस्ट्री और एग्रीकल्चर इंडस्ट्री और जो इक्विपमेंट हैं उसके अंदर हमेशा ही हमारा नाम ऊपर रहा है। लेकिन ये जो साल बीता है, इतना बड़ा नाम होने के बावजूद, मतलब इतना बड़ा नाम और दर्शन हमारे छोटे रहे हैं इस बार, क्योंकि हमने जो है प्रमोटर की स्टेक भी कम किया है। 6% प्रमोटरों का स्टेक कम हो गया है, तो एक विश्वास प्रमोटरों का ही कम होता जा रहा है कंपनी के अंदर। आप थोड़ा चेयरमैन सर इस बारे में बताइएगा तो अच्छा लगेगा। कमाई हमने इस साल हमारी घटी है, प्रॉफिट जो है हमारा कम हुआ है पिछले साल के मुकाबले 10 से 15% के बीच में, और उसके बावजूद हमने अपने एक्सपेंसिव बढ़ाए हैं, करीब 10% हमारे एक्सपेंसिव बढ़े हैं। थोड़ा चेयरमैन साहब इस पे गौर करेंगे, आप बताएंगे कि पहला क्वार्टर करीब हमारा खत्म होने को जा रहा है और आने वाले टाइम में 3 क्वार्टर अभी हमारे और बचे हैं, और एक्सपोर्ट से तो हमें जो इनकम होएगी वो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि बड़ी अच्छी रहेगी, और जो यहाँ का जो बाजार है वो बड़ा उथल पुथल वाला रहना है, क्योंकि बाढ़ ने, फ्लड ने बहुत मार करी है। और उसके बाद जो है ट्रैक्टरों के नई खरीद किस तरह से हो पाएगी, किस तरह के आप रेट दे पाओगे, किस तरह फाइनेंस फैसिलिटीज होंगी, क्योंकि खरीदने वाले के हाथ में पावर होगी तो वो जरूर खरीदेगा। और जो पुराने ट्रैक्टर हैं, जो यहाँ खराब ट्रैक्टर हैं, जो कंडम हो जाएंगे पानी में, उसकी क्या योजना है? आपके सर्विस सेंटर कितनी पोजीशन में है उनको तैयार करने में? मैं ये चाहूंगा कि आने वाली जीएसटी की जो काउंसिल है, आप अगर ट्रैक्टर पर जीएसटी ना कम करवा सके तो ट्रैक्टर पार्ट्स पर करीब 6 महीने की या 9 महीने की ऐसी को अवधि लेकर जरूर आप इस तरह के करें, तो कि ये देश भलाई का काम है। बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है कई स्टेटों के अंदर, तो आप इस तरफ ध्यान दीजिएगा। हमारे सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट से हमें यही गुजारिश है कि जो है हमें ये जो नंबर नहीं दिए गए ना जी, ये बताया नहीं गया कि किस नंबर पर हमने बोलना है। स्पीकर का जो इस बार इन्होंने बिखराव किया है, शुरू के अंदर तो जो है 2-2 स्पीकर इकट्ठे बोले, ऐसे लगा जैसे कचरी बाजार चल रहा हो, कहीं सब्जी बाजार के अंदर आ गए। हालांकि उसके बाद बड़ा अच्छा स्मूथ रहा है। मैं सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट से यही चाहूंगा कि वो स्पीकर नंबर जरूर दें। अगर किसी तरह की फैसिलिटी और नहीं उपलब्ध वो करा पाते तो स्पीकर नंबर जरूर दें। और आप इतने पुराने हैं ट्रैक्टर इंडस्ट्री के अंदर, हम यही चाहेंगे कि आपके हाथ के सिग्नेचर हुए ऑटोग्राफ हुए एक एनुअल रिपोर्ट या स्टेशनरी एसेसरी हमारे तक पहुंचे तो हम उसको संभाल कर रखेंगे और हमें अच्छा लगेगा। हमारी
Sir, please wrap up your question in the next 30 seconds.
हेलो,
हाँ जी, कंटिन्यू।
जो टोटल इनकम है उसमें से जो है रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट पर कितना खर्चा करते हैं? मैं आपका आशय समझ रहा हूं और अपना इस बोलना खत्म करता हूं।
Thank you for the management team of Escorts. Thank you for the secretarial team of Escorts.
Thank you for your question and thank you for your participation today, and your questions and your points are duly noted. Back to you, moderator.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manjeet Singh, for your questions and observations. Our next speaker shareholder for the day is Ms. Urmila Jain. Madam, we have placed you in the meeting. We request you to kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video as you may desire, and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes only. Thank you. Ma'am, please unmute. Ma'am, please accept the request to unmute.
सर, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी।
हाँ जी, आपकी आवाज आ रही है। अपना सवाल पूछिए।
चेयरमैन सर, नमस्कार। बाकी सबको मेंबर्स को भी मेरा नमस्कार। मैं उर्मिला जैन जम्मू से बोल रही हूँ सर। DPID 300118, क्लाइंट ID 10401292। सर, आज हम सब 77वीं मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहे हैं, वो हमारे लिए बहुत गर्व की बात है और मैं नया मैनेजमेंट का भी स्वागत करती हूँ। सर, आज हमारे शेयर का रेट 2300 रुपए के आसपास चल रहा है। मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहती हूँ सर, क्या और भी ऊपर जाने की उम्मीद है क्या? सर, नया मैनेजमेंट आने से हमारी कंपनी में क्या फेरबदल हुआ है, उनके बारे में सभी शेयर होल्डर को खुलकर बताएं सर। और हमारी कंपनी क्या नया काम करने की सोच रही है, जरा हम सबको विस्तार से बताइए सर। सर, जैपनीज कल्चर के बारे में हमें अवगत कराएं और आपसे नम्र निवेदन करती हूं, जो प्यार कंपनी से सभी शेयर होल्डर को मिलता था वो आप भी जारी रखें तो हमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा खुशी मिलेगी। सर, एक छोटा सा प्रस्ताव है मेरा, आज हम फैक्ट्री विजिट करवाएं जिसे हम और आप आमने सामने मिल सकें। वैसे तो हमारी कंपनी ने 7-8 साल पहले भी हमें प्लांट विजिट दिखाए थे और विजिट कराया था। मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आप भी अवश्य प्लांट विजिट करवाएंगे दोबारा से। मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि हमारी कंपनी दिन दुगनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करती रहे। इन्हीं आशाओं के साथ मैं अपने शब्दों को विराम देती हूँ। धन्यवाद सर।
धन्यवाद उर्मिला जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और थैंक यू फॉर ऑल योर पॉइंट्स, वी हैव duly noted. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Vimal Jain. Sir, kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question.
Hello.
Sir, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Chairman sir, Board of Directors and the shareholders attending the e-meeting globally. I have full faith in the management under the leadership of Shri Nanda ji. Most of my points have already been covered in the chairman's speech, wherein good picturized data was shown. But now my query is that the production of the tractor was not so improved as expected after the collaboration of the Kubota in the financial year 22. As a result, our market share price is also not so improving as compared to previous year 21. What is the reason? Kindly explain this, and thank you very much and all the best to the board of directors and the chairman sir. Thank you sir.
Thank you so much sir for your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Anand Prakash Jindal. Sir, kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question.
नमस्कार चेयरमैन साहब, मैंने चेयरमैन स्पीच सुनी और वो बहुत अच्छी लगी। मैं उसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ। मेरा खाली एक बात आपको कहनी थी। मैंने अभी सोशल मीडिया पे देखा कि आपने जो अपने फर्स्ट ट्रैक्टर जिसने परचेज किया था उसके साथ उसका कितना सम्मान किया, और आप खुद भी थे और हमारे जैपनीज काउंटर पार्ट भी थे, जिसको देख के मेरा सीना जो है गर्व से चौड़ा हो गया कि आज इस कंपनी अपने फर्स्ट ट्रैक्टर बायर का भी याद रखती है और उसका सम्मान करती है। यही हमारी कंपनी की क्वालिटी होती है। लाभ कमाना हमेशा आपका हर कंपनी का उद्देश्य होता है, लेकिन लोगों को याद करना और उनका रिगार्ड करना ये एक आपके नेतृत्व कुशलता का नतीजा है। सर एक दो बात और कहना चाहता हूँ, ये जो और शेयर होल्डर्स ने भी कही, प्लांट विजिट कराया जाए ताकि हम आप जैसी शख्सियत और हमारे जो जैपनीज काउंटर पार्ट हैं उनको भी हम मिल सके। और दूसरी बात ये है कि सर पोस्ट एजीएम में जो आपकी ब्लेसिंग्स होती हैं या हमें याद रखा जाता है, तो हर एक को याद रखा जाए। यही इसी आशा के साथ आने वाला समय हमारी कंपनी का आपके नेतृत्व का रहे और इसका लाभ हमें मिले। नमस्कार, जय।
जी, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपकी पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए और आपके सवाल के लिए। मैं अंत में आपका सवाल का मैं आंसर दूंगा। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Chetan Chadha. Mr. Chadha, we request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to giving me the chance to speak with you. And I am thankful to the secretarial department who given me the chance. First of all, sir, मैं आपसे जो मॉडरेटर है उनको ये जरूर बताना चाहूंगा, प्लीज डोंट इंटरप्ट मी। मैं 2 से 3 मिनट का टाइम ही लूंगा, क्योंकि मैं किसी भी जो सवाल जवाब है उनको रिपीट नहीं करूंगा। जो भी मुझसे पहले के शेयर होल्डर कंपनी को पूरी ब्लेसिंग्स दे चुके हैं, मैं उनको रिपीट नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि हम लोग राजन नंदा सर के टाइम से आप लोगों से जुड़े हुए हैं। कुछ शेयर होल्डर ने बताया जो कलकत्ता से थे कि वो उन्होंने दिल्ली की एजीएम भी अटेंड की है, एयरफोर्स ऑडिटोरियम की। अब हम बताएंगे कि हम लोग दिल्ली से हैं और हम लोगों ने ये सत्य साई की एजीएम भी अटेंड करी। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने रजिस्टर ऑफिस को शिफ्ट करके चंडीगढ़ ले गए। तब निखिल सर भी हमें फिजिकली वहां पे मिले और उनके साथ हमारी अच्छी बातचीत हुई। तो लेकिन ये मेरे को लगता नहीं कि एक सही प्लेटफॉर्म है कि हम हर चीज को उस चीज को यहाँ डिस्कस करें। सर, इन दिस शॉर्ट फॉल मैं ये बताऊंगा कि अभी 1.5 आवर होने वाला है एजीएम को चलते हुए। हमने 40 मिनट्स आपकी पूरी स्पीच को भी टाइम दिया है, तो प्लीज स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर को भी 2 से 4 मिनट जो साल में एक बार बोलने का मौका मिलता है उसे बोलने का मौका जरूर मिले। जो मॉडरेटर है वो एवरी शेयर होल्डर को इंटरप्ट कर रहे हैं। आई एम रियली सॉरी टू से यू कि प्लीज उन्हें इंटरप्ट ना करें। और मेरी मैनेजमेंट और बोर्ड से जो रिक्वेस्ट है, मिस्टर गगन ने भी रिक्वेस्ट की है कि इसको हम एजीएम को, मेरे ख्याल से 2020 में आई हुई जो महामारी थी उसका अब समाधान मिल चुका है और हम एजीएम को वापस फिजिकल मोड पे कर सकते हैं। और हम शेयर होल्डर को जो एक साल में एक मौका मिलता था बोर्ड से इंटरप्ट होने का या अपनी क्वेरी, क्योंकि ये एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे हमने जो भी सवाल पूछ लिया और आपने उसका जो भी जवाब दे दिया, उससे यदि हम सेटिस्फाइड नहीं भी है तो हम उसमें कोई आर्गुमेंट नहीं कर सकते, ना ही आपसे कुछ क्लैरिफिकेशन कर सकते हैं। आपने जो भी चीज का जवाब दिया वो शायद उसी को हमें सच मानना होगा। तो एक हम हाइब्रिड, आज की डेट में छोटी छोटी कंपनीज जो है जिन्होंने अप्रैल में जो हमारे से कुछ भी बहुत छोटे मोड में है, उन्होंने भी हाइब्रिड मोड को अपना लिया है और मीटिंग को हाइब्रिड मोड में की है, जिसमें फिजिकल में हम लोग आपसे जुड़ सके और एजीएम को वीसी जो व्यक्ति बाहर से ज्वाइन कर रहा है वो वीसी के माध्यम से भी ज्वाइन कर सकता है। जहां तक मेरा बोर्ड से सवाल है कि हम लोगों ने, मैं आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट ये भी करना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग आप लोगों से काफी समय से जुड़े हुए हैं, लेकिन लास्ट 35 ईयर से शेयर होल्डर को कोई बोनस या स्प्लिट नहीं मिला है। तो उसको जो अपनी वैल्यू की एप्रिसिएशन है, आज सभी शेयर प्राइस की हाई की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये कोई नहीं समझ रहा कि आज जो मार्केट थी, इंडेक्स था निफ्टी का, वो 3000 से 20,000 का इंडेक्स क्रॉस कर चुका है और सेंसेक्स भी 60,000 क्रॉस होने की तैयारी पे है। इतनी बड़ी हाइक के ऊपर पहुंचने के बाद अगर उसको थोड़ी सी मार्केट एप्रिसिएशन मिले, अगर हम देखेंगे कि और भी जो कंपनी
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some technical challenges with the audio and video for Mr. Chetan Chadha. We will come back to you, sir. We now move on to our next speaker shareholder, Ms. Kanika Jain. Madam, we request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video if you may desire, and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes.
Am I audible?
Yes, Ms. Jain, you are audible. Please ask your question.
Good afternoon, Chairman Sir, Board of Directors, and the shareholders attending this e-meeting. Sir, all my points have been covered in your speech and the queries raised by fellow shareholders. But I would like to know that with these great results and profits this year, and also with the merger with Kubota, can we expect a right issue this year in this financial year? And I would like to say thanks to the secretarial department for allowing me to join as a speaker in this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Sarvjit Singh. Sir, we request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your questions to 2 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello, Chairman, sir. Can you hear my voice?
Ji, we can hear you. Please ask your question. Go ahead, Ji.
Chairman, sir, first of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors, all the staff of Escorts Kubota Limited, and my co-fellow shareholders. चेयरमैन सर, इसके अंदर कोई दो राय नहीं है कि सर जिस तरीके से आप लोग मेहनत कर रहे हैं और सर हमें एक अच्छा रिटर्न भी मिला है। जिस तरीके से सर मेरे पूर्व प्रवक्ताओं ने भी बताया कि सर 1 से 1.5 घंटे हो गया सर मीटिंग में, अगर यही हम लोगों को एक सीक्वेंस नंबर मिला होता तो सर हम लोगों को कोई दिक्कत नहीं आती इतनी देर सर इसमें अपना नंबर का वेट करने के लिए। बाकी चेयरमैन सर अगर हमारी मैनेजमेंट बदली है तो सर वो आप लोगों ने कोई सोच समझ के ही करा होगा ताकि आने वाले टाइम में शेयर होल्डर्स को और बेनिफिट मिले। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, अब ये कोरोना काल बीत चुका है तो सर अगर हम फिजिकल एजीएम में मिल पाए तो सर ज्यादा बढ़िया है, क्योंकि सर हर एक चीज का एक अंत होता है। सर अब ये कोरोना का भी अंत हो चुका है तो सर अब ये वीसी का भी सर अंत होके सर एक फिजिकल मोड में अगर आए तो सर वो ज्यादा बढ़िया है। बाकी चेयरमैन सर, आज से पहले जिस तरीके से शेयर होल्डर्स को ध्यान रखा गया है, इस बार अगर वो प्रथा को सर चालू रखिएगा और सर शेयर होल्डर्स को सर जो बेनिफिट आपके थ्रू मिलता आया सर वो मिलता रहे, इस बात का सर हम आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं। बाकी चेयरमैन सर धन्यवाद, और सर आपके सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट का भी धन्यवाद जिन्होंने मुझे बोलने का मौका दिया।
Thank you, Mr. Singh, and thank you for your participation.
With this, we move on to our next speaker shareholder. As Mr. Rakesh Kumar is not present, we move on to our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Surender Kumar Arora. Sir, kindly unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your question to 2 minutes.
चेयरमैन साहब नमस्कार, मैं सुरेंद्र कुमार अरोड़ा सर नोएडा से मीटिंग अटेंड कर रहा हूं। चेयरमैन साहब, सबसे पहले तो मैं आपको कंग्रेचुलेशन देना चाहता हूं सर, एक वंडरफुल वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए। सर कई सालों से हम आपकी मीटिंग में फिजिकल और क्या कहते हैं वीसी मोड में अटेंड कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए आपको सर जो आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन है उसको देखने के बाद में सर कंपनी के बारे में एज वेल एज देश के बारे में बहुत कुछ चलता है, उसके लिए सर आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सर काफी क्वेश्चंस लोगों ने कर लिए हैं, मेरा सर आपसे गुजारिश है सर जो बोनस वाला पार्ट है उसमें थोड़ा ध्यान दिया जाए। बाकी सर थैंक यू वेरी मच, सेक्रेटरी टीम का थैंक यू सर, मुझे इस मीटिंग में जोड़ने का मौका दिया। थैंक यू सर।
Chairman sir, with your permission, we would like to bring back Mr. Yashpal Chopra, our speaker shareholder who had technical challenges while joining the discussion with you. Hence, we are bringing back Mr. Yashpal Chopra. Sir, we request you to unmute your audio, switch on your video and ask your question. Kindly restrict your question to 2 minutes.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yashpal Chopra, calling from Delhi, blessing you all, because I am a very, very old shareholder of the company since 1975 and all that. Before I come to the main speech, I will just come to the queries because I do not know at what time I have to close it. So my main query is that our company's presence is now in 120 countries of the world. So we are exporting our product to all those places. I want to find out the ratio of foreign exchange earning in our revenue. That is my first query. The second query is that are we planning any acquisition in the allied fields? So is anything like that in our mind? So this is my second query. But now I just come to my main speech. Sir, I must congratulate you all for the grand performance the company has given. I will say it grand because it was under the turbulent circumstances when the global economy was in the doldrum. Even the European people, even our American people, UK people, they were crying. And still our company maintained a satisfactory performance, and being investor friendly gave a dividend of 70%. So this is a matter of pride for us. So we are very happy with that, sir. Sir, I know that this our company, which is now a skyscraper, this is that I have seen the time when it was just a Escort house only, and this was the hard work of our founder, Mr. H.P. Nanda and Mr. Yudi Nanda, that they had just brought this idea of promoting farming in our country. When our prime ministers, the first prime minister had failed to feed the population, and he was asking for this import of wheat from USA and Ukraine and Russia and Australia and all that. And so at that time, our Nandaji thought that we must think of that thing. So he met so many embassies, and he came that our problem can be solved only by the mechanism in the farming industry, and that was the birth of tractors. So, sir, we have been doing a lot of things, and then with the second episode was that big accident that happened in our country when even the minister had to resign. So at that time, our mentors, Mr. H.P. Nanda, thought that we must know the reason of that. And when we came to know the reason was that of brake failure, so we started our rail division. So this is a very good thing. Then we had seen that film Roti, Kapda and Makan. So that need for the Makan came that up. So then we just went for this construction equipment. So all those things we have been doing for the benefit of our community. The principle of our founder chairman was based on ITC. I stand for integrity, honesty in dealings and all that. And T stands for transparency. There was no hanky-panky. It was all clear cut and truth over there. That is
So
why
we sincerely request you to wrap up your question.
with our foreign friends, then that became so strong. Then the last was C. C means the concern. Concern for the employees, concern for the investors, concern for the consumers, concern for the partners, concern for the community, concern for the government. So this is a big thing. So we are very much proud of our ethics, our these principles. And I tell you, sir, that the day is not far off that when our company will be just one of the leading companies in the international map, though still we are recognized as a very, very big company in the international field. So, sir, before I close, I wind up, I must thank our corporate governance for sending me a balance sheet and getting me a chance to speak. The first, I being the engine driver in this as a speaker, there I failed. But as a guard in the railway, in the rail, he is equally important. So, sir, I got a chance like that. So I'm thankful to our company secretary, our CFO, and the team over there who have been very kind to me. And you have given me a chance to listen. So wish you best of luck. Pray God for the positivity of the company, because the strength of the company is the strength of my investment. I'm holding around 600 shares. Is still, even after availing Kubota offer. So I'm very, very much proud of that. Thank you, sir. Best of luck.
Thank you for your participation, and please keep well. Thank you for coming today.
Chairman, sir, we wish to inform you that all our respected shareholders who had registered themselves as speakers have now spoken, and we do not have any more speaker shareholders with the questions.
So I want to firstly thank all our shareholders for participating in today's AGM. I'm extremely thankful to our board of directors. I'm extremely thankful to the executive team members at Escorts Kubota for their guidance and for their hard work and for the journey that Escorts has traveled for last 7 decades and the journey it has now embarked to travel with Kubota. Urmila ji from Jammu, you asked a very important question about how I feel about this partnership. Firstly, I want to convey to you that this is the most important partnership that we have embarked on, and from my heart, I trust Kubota, and from what my grandfather always talked about, that we are a company that has always grown with partnership. And in the saying of what I presented in today's presentation of his philosophy of bringing the world's best to India and offering India's best to the world, I believe our company is at a junction where we are going to repeat the history of what the founder created in Escorts when he founded this company. I feel extremely blessed and fortunate with the kind of changes that this company is going through and the future that we will embark on through the presentation that I made along with the Deputy MD. And in the presentation, Urmila ji, you would have seen that we are investing on product technology, we are investing on processes, we're investing in creating segments and brands with which we will cater to the solution for the community, the farming community. there were certain questions that were asked on production and on market share. We are investing greatly on technology. We are building products for the three brands of PowerTrack and FarmTrack. And once the merger gets completed for KI, even the Kubota brand is going to be included in EKL. So we have a very clear-cut strategy for the next 5 to 6 years in terms of the application, in the kind of features that we're going to be building in. And as you saw also through the message of Kitao-san, that we are also building a global research and development center. So your company is going to invest in the future readiness of products, future readiness in terms of innovation, and we want to differentiate our offering from others in the market. So it is our belief that through the technology and application that we will create the prosperity and qualitative growth for our consuming community. So I look forward to seeing such products coming in, which will result to the growth of the market share that you have asked for, and I'm confident that it will happen in the future. Also, through the presentation that we made today, in our medium-term business plan, we have also talked about the Greenfield project. The company currently is looking at all the options. We are looking at all the opportunities that are available to us as a company, and at the due course and in the right time, we will surely inform you about the decision your board takes for setting up the next Greenfield for the market share growth that we have for the domestic market, and also looking at India as a hub for exports for the brands of tractors that we believe we can export to the global markets. Mr. Manjeet Singh, you talked about the drop of the promoter share. That actually is incorrect. There was certain cancellation of treasury shares. As a promoter from the Nanda family, we have actually not sold any shares. We are totally invested for the future. And I think Kubota coming to Escorts, I think, is a great opportunity for India. And I think many of you have mentioned that of the two partnership between India and Japan. And I believe Kubota's entry to Escorts platform is yet again another opportunity for all our stakeholders and for our consumer community to experience the kind of the new evolution of farming practices that we're going to evolve and embark on. So I do believe that the future is extremely positive with the support of what we will get from Japan and from what we had in Escorts from India. And I think in totality, in all aspects of the way the company has performed, will only get better. Some of you have also requested about visits to our plants. I think it would be a wonderful opportunity for us to meet you in person. I will request the company secretariat to receive those requests. As per the convenience of all the shareholders, whoever are willing to visit us, you are most welcome. We also would like to showcase the new plant that we have set up with partnership with Kubota. And as you may be aware that in 2020 is when we actually commissioned the EKI plant, where we have actually historically plant 1, which was the first address from where Escorts operation started from Faridabad, is a location where we have put up the one of the most modern plants with the partnership with Kubota, where we have a capacity of 50,000 tractors. And it would be a great opportunity for us to showcase to you of the processes and the technology and the KPS that our Deputy MD talked about of Kubota production system, of what it is like to have these processes and these philosophies in practice in a location at Faridabad. Some of you have also talked about the EPF. Please, we stand by you. You can please contact our secretarial department. We are more than happy to offer any assistance that you require, and we will do whatever is required to handhold and to ensure that your concerns are adequately addressed. In terms of the exports, some of you asked, I do believe that the export potential is huge. As we are seeing some of the trends in the European market, a lot of Asian brands actually are embarking and growing very well in the European continent. And I think this is one of the advantages that Escorts Kubota will jointly take in making our products competitive with even the technology and products of Kubota that's going to be brought in from Japan and from other locations to be manufactured in India at the quality levels and competitiveness, to use this opportunity and to use this base in India to find opportunities of growth in Europe, in Americas, and to the rest of the part of the world. So as we have talked about in our medium-term business plan, that we are going to be growing and building capacity to address to the requirement of the opportunity that we foresee for the export markets as well. So again, I'd like to give you a good amount of confidence on the prospects and the opportunity that we have for the export that is in the near future for FY28. Some of you asked about rights issue. We are very fortunate. The company is maintaining very good liquidity levels. As we had presented, we have cash in hand, and that cash is going to be used extremely sensibly towards product innovation, towards creating capacity expansion, towards creating other levers, which is under deliberation for the kind of growth that we are aspiring to achieve, both in the domestic and the export market. So as of now, we don't believe there is a requirement of the rights issue, but at the opportune time in the near future, if there is, I'm sure the board will deliberate on that. There were also certain requests and suggestions on bonus and on split, on share split. Our board is listening to your suggestions, and as a board, we are always deliberating and looking at options, and I'm sure we will consider it at the right time. So your point of suggestion is duly noted. As of today, someone asked about the revenue split between exports and domestic. As of now, we have 7% of revenue on exports. But as I said, the potential is much more than what we are sitting on. In the last 7 to 8 years, I'm happy to report to the shareholders that we have grown 11 times from a number of 800 to more than 8,000 tractors. But again, this is not we're not even close to the opportunity or what we believe is what we're going to tap in the near future for the potential of the distributors and the dealers that are going to get opened up for the brand of tractors that will be exported from India through the Kubota distribution network and our own distribution network. Some of you asked about the product development and we're doing for the railways. We've done extremely well in the last 3 years, as you have seen in the revenue and on the margins. We have also made entry into the metro segment. We have introduced newer products, and this is something we will continue to do. And the company is investing on research and development to ensure that we are not just providing the products that are required for the growth, required for the kind of growth we have showcased, but even to exceed in the near future. So we have made entry into locomotives, we have made entry into metro, we are also making and expanding our products for the Vande Bharat trains, and we will continue to add to this product lineup. I'm just seeing if there are any other. Some of you asked about the floods. As a company and as an organization, we are with the nation and we are with every state for all who have been affected due to this most unfortunate incident of floods. And we are ensuring that as a company we are sensitive and mindful to extend whatever support as an organization we can do all through our CSR activities. But there was a specific question that was asked if due to the floods our operations were affected. As you are aware, we are situated in Faridabad. Most of our plants are at Faridabad. So the answer is no, our operations were not affected, and we have taken adequate measures to ensure that the safety and the functionality of our plants are at levels of expectations. Some of you even talked about helping the farming community in Punjab. Our response is we are committed as a company to serve our nation. So it's not just Punjab, but all the states of India. So we will ensure and are mindful to give whatever we can as an organization to give full support of service of all kinds, through products, through spare parts, through service, and through other means of CSR initiatives. So you have our commitment of giving service to all people in India and outside India. I'm just wanting to make sure I have captured all the questions. I have my CFO next to me, so are there any questions I have not asked? If there are any questions that you have, please feel free to write to us. We want participation. I greatly respect and appreciate the participation, the blessing, and the support of the entire ecosystem. We've come a long way in the last few decades in our journey, and we have a long way to go forward. I want to convey that please, we require your support and guidance. We require the support of our board and our shareholders to reach the aspiration that we have set forth. And I'm confident that with all the good decisions that the board of directors have guided us with, and now with Kubota's partnership, and even with the senior directors who are actually in the board, like Watanabe-san, who is sitting on the board of EKL, I think your company today is at an inflection point of embarking and achieving results, which we will very much work hard towards in realizing in the near future. So with that, I would like to conclude today's AGM, and I want to thank you all for your participation. And as I said, if there are any questions that have not been answered, please feel free to reach us. We will respond back to you. And I do look forward to meeting with you in the near future. And if some of you have also mentioned if you would want to come to Faridabad, you're most welcome. Please contact our company secretarial department. Moving on with the formalities of today's meeting, the Companies Act of 2013 has provided an option to all shareholders for casting the votes through e-voting process. The entire procedure for this purpose has been stated in the detail in the notice of this meeting. I'm confident that you have gone through the same. The option for e-voting was exercised by shareholders during the period from 11th to the 13th July 2023, and the company has appointed Mr. Jayant Gupta, practicing company secretary, as scrutinizer to supervise the voting process. The voting result, together with the scrutinizer report, shall be placed on the company's website, also on the website of NSDL. A communication to this regard will also be sent to the stock exchanges. Now, the members are given 15 minutes to cast your valuable votes in respect of the items stated in the notice. The instruction for the voting has been described in the notice of the annual general meeting. I now announce the formal conclusion of the 77th AGM of the company after completion of 15 minutes time given to all of you for your e-voting. I want to thank all my board members who are present here for their blessing and their guidance. And dear shareholders, thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you next year and continue to grow as per your expectation on the results. With that, I formally conclude today's AGM. Namaskar, thank you so much, and see you next year.